From our studios at Riley High School, it's time for Michiana's #1 student talk show, Buzz in the Bend.
Good morning, Michiana. Welcome to Buzz in the Bend, Michiana's #1 student talk show. I'm Alex Almanza.
I'm Cecily Ball.
And I'm John Janiak.
And what a month it's been. Last time the seniors took a shot at the Buzz in the Bend, and I would say they did an amazing job. It was their first time, going on this brand new set. I can't rave enough how much this set is. It really is. It's just truly a blessing from the construction technology class. So I want to thank you guys again if you guys are watching, because that is amazing. Anyway, in the last month that we were working on projects and all of that, our seniors Brian and Jose went out to C2E2 in Chicago and covered a story. Now, what they did is they went to C2E2. If you don't know, it's Comic-Con. And there's just a whole bunch of cosplays and a whole bunch of different things. And I went last year. It was amazing. So we're going to take a look at Brian and Jose's C2E2 event.
I'm here with Joe, who is?
I am the president of C2C Studios here. We are a comic book publisher based here in Chicago, Illinois, and we're celebrating our 10th year here at C2E2.
With the 10 years of C2E2, we got to experience different booths. From collectibles to art to comic book collector to comic book creators. The biggest thing is the cosplay. C2E2 is an amazing experience to live through because you don't just see cosplay, comics, and art. You see an amazing culture that opens your eyes to the world of comics, anime, and different entertainment. At C2E2, you don't just see fans, you live in the moment.
Oh, it looks like they had fun. I would say I'm kind of jealous that they went. They should have invited me.
Right.
They've taken all of us. So also with that, Cecily, a lot has been going on with the South Bend school systems, and tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, there is a 7-8-year-old named Manson Davis, and he has been listed in the records of South Bend school system as a student who dropped out and never graduated or earned his diploma. And after decades of sharing his story, the system has reversed the course, and he's finally received his diploma. As Davis remembers it, his class was getting ready for a party, and a teacher walked straight into the high school senior desk and reached inside and pulled out a bottle of peppermint schnapps liquor. And he was kicked out of the school and told to never come back. To this day, Davis swears it wasn't him, and his wife Claire believes that another student hit the bottle in his desk. However, the incident is believed to be possibly racially charged, as the school officials have acknowledged that race has wrongly impacted the school system at the time.
Wow, so this is an old case.
Yeah.
And now it's coming out, and it's just uncovering. It's just I find these things fascinating. How when things happen and then people bring it up years later, it's just so cool. I mean, obviously Manson Davis,
He deserved that diploma.
he deserved.
I don't know. I feel like I just would want to know if it was a different race, like a white person doing the same thing, would they have got expelled?
Well,
Right.
considering the time that, around when that possibly happened, I'd say it probably had to have been. From what it could have been. That could be possible. That could have been like another white person that probably could have just planted the bottle within his desk and go like, hey, that guy's been drinking the class. Somebody should probably, kick him out.
Yeah, or maybe even like a prank.
Probably.
Because pranks, teenagers, pranks. So with all the events unfolding about Jussie Smollet and the controversy that's been going on, tell us a little bit more about that. I know you have some brand new information for us.
Yes, I do, actually. After the events that unfolded with Jussie Smollet back in February, people believe that he will be convicted of possibly participating in a fake hate crime. And despite the fact that prosecutors have more than enough evidence to prove that he was guilty of participating in this fake hate crime, they just decided to drop all the charges against him. And police, they actually do have several pieces of footage that led to people to believe that the attack was staged and planned from the start. They have footage of two brothers named Ola and Abel Osandaira, who were supposedly paid by Smollett with a check of $3,500 to stage the attack and make it seem like as if it was a real hate crime. And the brothers did come forward. They made a statement stating that, quote, "We're not racist, we're not homophobic, and we're not anti-Trump. We were born and raised in Chicago, and we are American citizens." So they're basically saying that, like, you know, we're not responsible for this. We never wanted to be a part of this, and we never did nothing like this at all.
So Jussie Smollett, he did fake those.
From what it sounds like, it's possible.
And then they're
it's
not charging
possible
him.
that he may have staged the attack and may have paid the brothers $3,500 to just stage the attack and make it seem like as if, you know, that he was being hated on, that he was being called a homosexual. And that's really sad that he would do something like that.
I think that's the problem with celebrities nowadays. They can get away with anything. Just imagine if this happened right here in South Bend. If this happened here in South Bend, that guy would be locked up like that.
Oh yeah.
And Jussie Smollett, it took him. Gosh, it's people are just like, well, I mean, let's think about it. I mean, he's kind of famous. He still has a job.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
He still has a job. Why does he have a job? And he's why would he even stage an attack in the first place?
Yeah. That's,
What's
I don't know.
I mean, it's let's not even.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get a whole debate going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benton Harbor marijuana update cut short due to chaos in meeting. In Benton Harbor, the Planning and Economic Development Committee was supposed to discuss medical marijuana applications Wednesday, March 27th, but the meeting was cut short after some questionable behavior by the mayor pro tem of the commission. WNDU brings us the story.
After just a portion of the update, this happened.
Wait, I'm asking the chair. You didn't give the city manager finish his update. He had the floor.
I'm asking the questions, y'all.
Don't call me.
Let's adjourn this meeting. I'm done. Adjourn the meeting. Planning and Economic Development meeting is adjourned.
You can't adjourn it.
I bet I
No
will.
applicant. I hope Benton Harbor sees this.
Record it. Please make sure they see it all.
I will.
To the whole body.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I have it by the end of the week.
Y'all bring that to the next month's
And
meeting.
thought the meeting was over.
I'm not
Go on home and eat.
If you want to see what happened at the meeting, you can see the entire thing on Benton Harbor's YouTube channel. We'll have a link below in the description of this YouTube video. What do you think? The guy was drunk?
Maybe. I don't know.
He sounded
From what
drunk.
it sounds like he probably could have
He
been
just stormed
drunk.
out. People were just yelling at him. I mean,
Like, you
Mayor
know
Pro
what?
Temp.
I'm done with this meeting. I'm leaving. Let's just adjourn this meeting. And just storms out like a little 5-year-old who didn't get the Spider-Man toy that he wants.
Oh, my God. Well, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, our guest, Myles Robertson, is going to be talking about the Homebody concert and what that is doing around the Michiana area. First, we're going to take a look at the business CTE class. We'll be right back.
So they will either take strategic marketing and sports marketing as a junior, and then entrepreneurship as a senior, or vice versa.
My favorite part would probably be the teacher, because he cares about the students, and we have like a really small class, so we're able to like bring discussion into the class and not just focus on like the material in the books.
Well, we learned a lot of business and marketing, how to like start up a business and how to market it, how to make money.
I've learned pretty much all of the basics about marketing and a lot of things I didn't know about the sports and entertainment world. And we bring cases that are happening in real life, or in, like NFL or like college football teams and stuff like into it. So we learn a lot more about the teams we like too.
We'll also do, in the sports marketing part of it, we'll do fantasy football. They each create a team, they figure out a city to have their football team in and why, and they'll do demographic studies and research on that, why they think it would go.
I really like it because it teaches a lot of things we don't learn in other classes, which is really good. It's a different environment because it's pretty more laid back, it's a small class.
Something I want to pursue a career in. It's something to do with sports, and it gives me an idea of how to run a business or maybe market a new product.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Buzz in the Bend. Right here with us, we have another studio guest, Myles Robertson. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. And he is from Homebody, a house concert festival. Now, this music festival joins musicians with homes to provide unique listening and performing experiences. Right now, we're going to take a look at what it's really about.
She's always in. People always leaning in to hear what she's saying. I'm such a boy.
She told me practice patience, that's just what makes it in. Drop all that fakeness that falls short and kills it. But little did I know that wisdom will consume the one that came straight out of the womb in 1992 and taught us to scratch up and back up and patch up for the things that make us, that prove love, that moved us. And I never forget times you made me cry for my behind. Taught me to always be responsible for my grind. You raised 3 beings, you pleased 1 king. We're born for a day.
Wow, so unique. It's so cool how you do these concerts. It's so simplistic. It's not overboard with all the lights and sound. Tell us a little bit, what inspired you or a different amount of people to start this up?
I had been hosting a lot of art and music events in South Bend and eventually started hosting concerts in my house. And that slowly grew. I did that for a couple of years, and somewhere along the line I thought, oh, it might be fun to do this as a festival. Multiple houses, multiple days, multiple neighborhoods, multiple bands each day. And eventually I just sat down and I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And so that was last April that I launched that, hosted the second Homebody in October, and then this will be the third Homebody, April 5th through 7th.
Right. So is this a once a year, twice a year thing? How often do you usually do concerts?
Well, I host house concerts pretty regularly. I think in 2017 I probably hosted 20 house concerts at my house. Homebody so far has been every 6 months. I don't have plans to do one in South Bend in October this year, although I am talking with some people about maybe doing it in another city. But I'm happy to take a little break from hosting a bunch of concerts.
Right, so when you say not in South Bend or in different cities, where do you usually have these concerts? Is it just around the vicinity, South Bend, Mishawaka? What's your kind of area?
Yeah, usually just in South Bend. For a long time I didn't have a car, so basically I couldn't walk there, I didn't do it. And so, yeah, the majority of the things I host right now are in my house. Occasionally I'll partner with someone and do something at their house or some larger events, but by and large in my house in South Bend.
Why do you think putting on an event like this is something important for the community?
Well, I'm really into really high quality independent music in terms of original music, in terms of making sure the sound is really good, that the ambiance is good, and houses can often be a good spot for that. It kind of stemmed out of going to a bar and listening to music, which is where a lot of people end up listening to music. It can be loud. It's kind of like implied that you need to be drinking or buying food. And I just wanted to cut through all of that and just focus on the music.
And what type of music do you and the others that are a part of Homebody, what type of music do you guys usually make?
Homebody is, I consider it pretty eclectic. I've had everything from folk to hip hop to electronic music to jazz. This time there's a loose theme, and that's that Friday is all instrumental music. There's Hiroya is a guitarist, kind of classical and folk. Jordan Hamilton, who you saw on the video, is partnering with Eli Kahn. So it'll be guitar and cello. And then Sessions is a group of Venezuelan musicians, cuatro, mandolin, and double bass. The next day is mostly folk music, and then the third day is what I'll call like the weird day.
Yeah. Well, that sounds
more
weird.
like loops, more electronic in nature, a little louder.
Just weirder.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's pretty much. So, if people want to join this little organization, how can people get more information about joining?
HomebodyHouseConcertFest.com is our website. You can email me at homebodyhouseconcertfest@gmail.com. I'm really the only organizer of it. I used to do things with a ton of different people, and at this point in my life, I wanted to do something that I could just kind of control all the bits and pieces of it. But yeah, email me if you want to know more about the festival. Go to our website, and tickets are available right now.
Why do you recommend people come to this event?
I mean, the quality of music is really strong. I think it's a unique experience. There aren't a lot of house concert festivals around the country. I know of, I think, 2 others, and one just transitioned to be more of a large venue-based concert. You know, it's a lot of fun. It builds community. They are in neighborhoods. You get to meet a lot of people. We have a lot of people that come to the shows that live in that neighborhood, and they get to meet neighbors that they'd never met before. And a lot of the musicians I book are regional or touring, so you're not going to see them in South Bend a lot of the time. Yeah, it is all ages. It's April 5th through 7th, like I said, in South Bend. Yeah, it's definitely family friendly. One exciting addition to Homebody this time is we're going to have tamales every night.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. So that was one suggestion I had in the past is, you know, you're sitting around listening to music all the time. There were some snacks and drinks, but it's kind of at the time that you would have dinner, and there wasn't really enough gap to go and have dinner, and so we're bringing in tamales.
Alrighty. Hey, it's going to be a festival.
Yeah.
And more information can be found below in our link or on our Facebook page. This poster, this amazing poster, can be found there as well. And you can find out all about Myles Robertson and the Homebody concert. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.